One of the best things you can do to improve your understanding of rhythmic notation, your ability to think of it, your ability to transcribe it, is to use RhythmBot to practice transcribing little bits. Now, here's what this might look like, right? I might suggest starting with just doing one bar and then playing, right? If I click the refresh button, it gives me a new one. Not looking and playing it, what do I get? And my goal is to try to transcribe this. So the first level of this, or the level one, if you will, is to have it repeat and transcribe what I hear. Let me click refresh without looking at the new rhythm. Here we go. So, got any paper. You don't even need a drum set for this. Da-da-da-da. Do-ba-ba-ba. Right here. Did I do it right? I did it right. Great. So if you're new-ish to rhythmic notation and thinking hard about it, you want to reduce the complexity down to level 1. This is going to help you get familiar with the more basic building blocks. Quarter notes, quarter note rests, and eighth notes. That's all that you're going to see here. This is really important. The reason that writing it is so useful is that it is in the actual making of the shapes that you'll really develop a deeper understanding for why things are written the way they are. Right? So if I take a new example here at random, I'm not looking. It's just on 4 and. Okay, 1. It's good for your counting. 3, 4 and. 1, 2, 3, 4 and. Okay. What's a quarter note rest look like? I might have to remind myself. And then 2 eighth notes. And I learned that eighth, I'm seeing and I'm feeling as I write it that eighth notes have this one crossbar. That's what eighth notes are, right? Okay, I'm getting good at it. I start moving up to, let's say I'm at level 3 now. We're introducing some 16th note chunks. If I click refresh, I haven't looked, and I click play, what do we got? You've got one and rest. We do the first bit first. Oops. 1 and rest. 1 and rest. 1 and 2. 2 is empty. 1 and 2. 3. 1 and 2. We know we have something going on in 3. 1 and 2. 3 to 4. 3 to 4. 3 and up. 3 and up. And then what's going on at 4? 3 and 4. All these 16th notes. 3 and up. 4 E and up. Okay. 4 E and up. Right? One way you might start practicing this is by writing the stems as you hear them, right? I just went 4 E and as I heard it, and then you add it. So again, it's in the writing of notation that you really start to understand why it works the way that it does. So if you look at this right here, there's a little notation lesson just right here that you'll feel so much more deeply and understand as you write it, is that every quarter note is represented with a bar, right? What I mean by a cross bar here is like, look at this bar. Why doesn't it connect here? Da, 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 da. It doesn't connect there because you separate the quarter notes typically with bars. So every quarter note has its own little space and you bar the things that are within that. So, okay, 3 and is here. So it's barred with this. But then you have to go, okay, well, I can't just go 3 and as a bar because I need to somehow signify that these are 16th notes, which I do by adding the double bar. When there's a double bar, you're dealing with 16th notes for E and A. And these are the types of things that you start to, it's like you probably have an intuition for them because you've seen rhythmic notation before. But again, it's when you're writing it, when you have to figure out from scratch where the barring is supposed to go. And then, of course, you cross-check yourself and you go back and forth. This is when you really sort of understand more deeply how things work. So doing some transcription practice for even 3 minutes a day will make you understand rhythmic notation in no time. So this is an excellent way to use RhythmBot to increase your rhythmic vocabulary. A little bit of practice every day that will bleed into not only your ability to sight read and stuff, but just your drumming in general because of your rhythmic vocabulary, your awareness of how rhythms work, and therefore what rhythms are available to you is growing. Happy practicing.